2025 is a great time to be alive, but which one of these clubs was alive in 2024? Well, we will tell you more. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football.
And that was fantastic. Welcome to the channel. It's the 2024 Foggy Awards, End of Year Awards. My club's no there, your club's no there. We have to talk about it. It's no that good, alright? I pray one day I can put my team here. But the reality is, if Rangers Football Club don't win a trophy, how can they even get here? How can they even remotely be here? I feel like you almost have to win a trophy to qualify for this. Unless, like, you're outside the top two. I mean, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Stenhousemuir, of course, won League Two. They're doing alright in League One this season. Falkirk, unbeaten in 2023-24, but we're only factoring in the 24 part of that, and they're flying into a championship promotion.
Back-to-back titles.
Yep.
Looking like possibly.
Dundee United, they managed to fight back in the end with Jim Goodwin, got over the line, and then this season, it looks like, honestly, I think they're going to finish third. It looks that good for them.
Dundee United being the surprise package of the season.
And then you've got Celtic, who not only... Here, they haven't won a treble per se, but in terms of 2024, they've won a treble. They won the Scottish Cup, the League, and they won the League Cup a few weeks ago. So, honestly, there is no bias here. The tinted specs
Well, it's not about the season, it's about the year, and they've won the 3 major trophies.
That's what I'm saying.
Aye, so
They've won the treble of 2024.
Aye, so that's it. I mean, there's no need, no ifs or buts. They've won everything.
No ifs or buts, but
And they've won this poll as well.
I just know some people are, they get a wee bit complicated. They get a wee bit overcomplicated when we explain stuff. But the reality is, it doesn't count as a treble. But in terms of the 2024 year, they won everything they could, apart from
Europe.
Yeah, apart from Europe, obviously domestically. Right, I think it's only between.
Although it is nothing to do with Europe, so
yeah, I think it is between two clubs for me that I would go for, and that is Celtic and Falkirk. I'll be honest, it is going to be Celtic because they won 3 trophies. But Falkirk...
Well, no, it's going to be Celtic because they won the poll, 65%.
I'm saying about who I go for, mate, alright?
No.
See, 2/3 of this poll, mate, went for Celtic.
Your biased opinion.
Nobody cares. Well, who would you go for?
I'd go with Celtic.
Yeah, it has to be. That is what it is. They won, but last place was Stenhousemuir. Of course, they won League 2. Decent season. League 1's not been exactly great for them, but they're doing alright. Falkirk... sorry, not Falkirk. Dundee United. Looking very good. I'll be interested to see if they can make a 2025 end of year Fog Award. As for Falkirk, won League One undefeated. They're flying high in the Championship. I really hope they do get into the Premiership. I like seeing wee Falkirk in the Championship doing well and hopefully getting back to the Premiership. Anything but Davy Martindale's Livingston, to be honest.
Aye, we don't want Livy back in there, do we? We want Falkirk.
You've actually kind of said that you wouldn't mind Big Davy back.
Well, I don't mind. Whatever team deserves to go up goes up. Man, I'm not going to sit here and discriminate against clubs with shite fans.
Fair enough. Right, Celtic are in first. And you know what? I'm just sick of it. When are me and you going to get a win? When can we and you talk about our clubs in the Club of the Year?
What's a win?
Well, yeah, you don't know what a win is. No, but seriously, man. When is there ever going to be a time in the history of Fog Football where we can do a Club of the Year and we can be a part of it? Ever again?
Probably not.
Now, I believe we might have put Rangers in it last year because they won the League Cup, but in all seriousness, I mean, we didn't. I mean, you can't compare it to Celtic's league title and Scottish Cup.
Nobody is, are they?
And also the fact they actually did a treble that year because the League Cup was delayed, of course. So I just pray that Rangers can appear, and not only a one-off appearance. I just hope we control the polls on this channel. I could have just put 4 Rangers badges into.
Yeah, what are you even talking? Oh, your ambitions and hopes in life is to see Rangers appear in one of our polls.
Aye.
If you wanted them to appear, you could just fucking put them in.
That's what I just said, mate.
Aye.
Well done. Welcome to the party, Jambo Bear.
So what's your point?
Hailing in for the Highlands. Would you
rather Rangers actually be good and won something rather than you talking about?
Yeah, but that's my point. If they fucking won something, I'd put them in, wouldn't I? But there's no argument to be had. Celtic smoked them. They sit top, 1.4k votes, and I can't wait to read the 82 comments. I know they're going to be delightful, aren't they?
There's no point waiting any longer, is it? Celtic win, Falkirk second, United third, Stenhousemuir fourth. Do I agree with that order? I mean, probably. I think that seems fair.
Yeah, I think
that's the order I would have went with. So, you know what?
But you've got to be fair though, right? See if like Falkirk won a Scottish Cup or Dundee United won a League Cup. I think you've got to look at them winning a singular trophy as more impressive than Celtic doing like a double.
Well, oh, no shit.
Yeah, but what do you mean no shit to me? Take it out in these dumb bastards, because some people can't fucking grasp it. See when Callum Davidson won
I don't.
the
No,
double
no.
and Rangers won the league, I accept it. You know what? That's a mighty achievement, but some people wouldn't. Oh no, that's not.
Well, I did say Callum Davidson should have won Manager of the Year. People are like, oh no, you have to give it to Gerrard. Why? A non-Old Firm manager won the cup double. I mean, when's that ever been done? When will that ever be done?
Big CD. Get the CDs out. Callum Davidson.
Callum Davidson should have won that.
He should have got a CD.
I don't even think.
Road to Seville.
I don't even think Falkirk, for example, need to win a cup in order to. It's just it's difficult to give them Club of the Year when the other clubs won all 3 trophies. Now, even if Celtic hadn't won a trophy, let's say Rangers won one of the cups, I think you can make a case that Falkirk, what they've done in 2024, was more impressive than what Celtic done.
Yeah, when you base it off their stature as a club.
But when a club wins all 3 of the major trophies up for grabs, then it's hard not to give them the nod.
Yeah, and that's why they've got the nod. But Mr. Mann says Celtic, but fair play to Falkirk. Can't wait to see them up in the Premiership next season if they don't somehow bottle it, that is. There we go, Mr. Mann acknowledging that Celtic deserve to win the poll, but also acknowledging Falkirk and Big John McGlynn. Do you acknowledge Big John?
I do. Big John, what a guy. I mean could have had him at Hearts, but I was like, nah, I don't want Big John. But looking at who we got, maybe we should have took Big John.
Falkirk went unbeaten, looking like back-to-back promotions. A lot of love for Falkirk. I'm liking this. I'm liking this, man. Celtic with their only defeat in the Champions League, but big up Falkirk. Rangers for flop of the year because they bottled a title fight last year, lost so much potential money in the last transfer window, and they are unpredictable. If will win, lose or draw against even the lower teams. Here, Rangers are pish, but you know what? This isn't flop of the year, but I accept your nomination. Who would you say is flop of the year? It probably would have to be Rangers, wouldn't it? I mean, honestly, I think Rangers, Hearts.
No, I don't think Hearts, because Hearts have only had one half of a bad season. The year, if we talk
4 options, mate. I'm not saying Hearts are worse than Rangers.
No,
we have to pick 4.
No, we're not picking 4, we're picking 1. Hearts have had one bad half of a year.
You're definitely losing the bear tag of Jambo Bear. This talk.
What did Rangers in the first half of the year threw away the title, and in the second half of the year they fucking get gifted Celtic a 12-point gap? Hearts were actually good in the first half of the year.
You're forgetting about a few morale victories and
I don't count those.
We beat Ross County last week, even though we lost 3-0 to Celtic today.
I don't really count.
What about the We Tried trophy?
No, that I wouldn't edit Wikipedia for the We Tried trophy. Like, that's just me.
You wouldn't? Alright, fair enough. Right. Gav says Dundee United all the way. In Sunday's draw with Celtic, the 3 subs that came on for Celtic were 3 times United's full budget for the financial year, and everyone at the start of the season had them going straight back down. Well, there you go. He's thinking Dundee United.
Look, I'm not saying Dundee United couldn't be. I mean, they could be. You can make a case for them. You can make a compelling case for them, but at the end of the day, you have to give it to one winner, and I just think that it's difficult. This has nothing to do with Europe, right? This is a domestic season. This is which club... If one of the clubs has won the treble, the Premiership, the League Cup, and the Scottish Cup, how do you not give them it? I mean, it's very difficult to.
Yeah, no, that is the problem. And I wish we lived in a league where a club didn't dominate like that.
Just because Celtic, right, have won a lot of trebles recently, let's not forget how hard it is to do. I give Callum Davidson a shitload of credit for winning the cup double, so therefore I think you need to give Celtic a lot of credit when they continuously win trebles every year, even though they are the best team.
I don't think anyone's not giving them credit.
Well, I'm just saying it's hard not to give them Club of the Year when they win a treble.
Can't blame Celtic for capitalising on other clubs, you know, not misfortune, but I mean they're just capitalising on every other club's, you know, bottle folding. At the end of the day.
We can argue the league's a 2-horse race and one of the horses isn't very good. One of the horses is running with 3 legs. But at the end of the day, winning cups are difficult because you have to be perfect. One mistake in a cup and you're eliminated. So to win today a treble's difficult.
Of course it is, and I mean look at the amount of trebles that Celtic have won in the last 12 years. Yes, Rangers went down the leagues, but Celtic had to capitalise on that. They couldn't sit on their hands. They had to step up to task, and they did. So a treble, trebles never happen. They happen like once in a blue, maybe not once in a blue moon, but they used to happen very rarely. You think of United, Man City did one recently. I know, like with the top leagues, they more factor in Champions League, but if we're being honest, folks, I don't think any Scottish teams win the Champions League anytime soon. But they don't happen all that often. Moving on, Al Joe says definitely Celtic, but respect to the other three clubs. Chris says Dundee United or Falkirk, surely. Scorpion Liam says has to be Falkirk, and he's got a Celtic badge in his name. So look, Falkirk are getting a lot of love here with Dundee United. I'm liking this.
Nice to see some other clubs getting credit though.
iExtra Live says Idane brilliant in Europe as usual. 21st out of 36 teams, best result you've had in 10 years. Laughing emoji. Getting stuck in there. 30 replies. Sorry, pals, I cannot be arsed reading them. Leo Hadji says has to be Falkirk, giving Celtic a scare. Well, they did. They lost 5-2 in the end, I guess. Sub-Zero Clan says Dundee United and Celtic seasons were expected, but Falkirk ran away with a league and are showing well in the Championship. I mean, Dundee United win the Championship was expected, right? But this season was not expected. I mean, they're literally, fourth or whatever? No one expected that. Danielle says, has to be Celtic for me. Them overcoming Rangers with shoes, because that kept Rodgers and that made them win Champions League games and do Scotland proud. So a Celtic fan admitting here that they overcame Rangers and that kept Rodgers in a job. I thought Rangers were shite last year and never looked like they could have won the league.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. Terry, has to be Celtic for me. Unbeaten in the league, also doing very well in the Champions League. Plus, they've already won the League Cup and they won the Scottish Cup. Got to factor that in, Terry.
A lot of cups in there.
Parker Douglas Falkirk all day long. With Celtic's budget compared to the rest of the league, they should be winning the league anyway, and it's not something special like with Falkirk. Fair enough. Hughes says fair dues to the other three teams, but to me it's a no-brainer. It has to be the boys. Hugo says Rangers isn't on the list, but that's everyone else's fault but theirs. Alright, Hugo. Rangers aren't on the list because they're shite, and I'm more than man enough to admit that. We're not doing a flop of the year list, but if you are a Rangers fan and you want to vote for a Rangers player or pundit, there is options out there. Vote. The landlines do not close soon. They close in a few days, and we'll be reacting to them. So until next time, peace.